Good morning. Saturday morning. Gonna put my motor back in, and this should be the last time. So anyways, just gonna touch base on what and why I went through all this BS, and if anybody else has got a 65 or 64 Chevelle and they want to run an 8-quart pan in their car, and this is a Champ pan, part number CP208. They're made in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and I'll show you what this looks like here. And like I said, this is a Champ pan, 8-quart. So it's got basically, a racing pan. It's got a nice, I got a piece of tape on it, so nothing gets in there right now, but it's got a nice screw and dipstick that don't come loose, which I really like. Shit, that was worth a little bit alone. It's supposed to be a stock pan for the car, to a point. They don't say specifically what chassis they fit, but I think that curvature is a lot bigger on that pan than it is on my stock one. My other stock one's at the body shop right now. Or the body shop, yeah. It's at the engine shop, sorry. Anyways, I'll get inside the car here and I will show exactly where I cut out and what I did. Try to explain what I did in case somebody else wants to put a 8-quart pan in their car. And if they want to go through the headaches of doing the frame versus the pan. Because if you had, you could cut the pan up too, I guess. But I didn't want to alter anything in there because they got all that window trays and all that stuff in there. And I really didn't want to mess with all that. Alright, let me turn this around. Let me jump in there. Hang on a second. Oh my God, it's going to be a long day. Can't even get in here. Alright, let me get on the floor here. Oop, I got parts all over the place. This is not going to be easy. Alright. So anyways, there we go. It's hard to see because of all the reflections of the black paint, but so this point right here in the car is almost original. That's where that bend comes and back out. So what I did is I went from that angle there, because there's plenty of room for the pan at that point. So what I did is I went straight across, went a little bit past, and went about, right there is where the pan's going to go about. Right here to right here. So that gives it plenty of clearance for that curvature of that pan to come through. So what I did is I went up the walls, all the way up to here, with 1/4-inch steel that's laid in there, welded in inside there, welded in the top, all welded in, ground in, recessed in, and filled back up to make sure it penetrate through the 1/4-inch all over, and same thing up here. So that's 1/4-inch going all the way through there, all the way to the top. You can't see because it's going to be painted black, but and it is welded on the bottom, in the corners, probably about 1.5 inches on each side, and then it's welded all the way through here in this point until the radius moves away. And then I 1/4-inch plated steel from here to there, and I layered another piece of 1/4-inch underneath there, inside here, and then I filled it in, filled the gaps, and pretty much left it alone. I thought about making a little more radius on here with some steel, but I really don't want to add to it because now I know the tranny fits and I don't want to mess with it. So that's what I got and that's what I did. So if somebody wants to go with an 8-quart pan, I don't know if anybody else's fits. This is the pan I had, so that's what I had to deal with, and this is what I elected to do to get by with it. Is it the right decision? I don't know, but it's what I did. Alright, let me get out of this car because it ain't going to be easy. Alright, I'm out of the car. I just want to explain that in case somebody wanted to put an 8-quart pan in a car. On the description of Champ pans, they say it should fit in most chassis. And talked to the guy, he actually has a 67 Chevelle, and he says he got it to fit in there, which I don't get because the 64, 65, 67 chassis are supposed to be the same, when in fact he found the same thing, that there was no room in the 65 because he had a 65 as well. So why he didn't post that on his note saying it doesn't fit a 65, that I have no idea. But yeah, so anyways, that's where I'm at. I guess I'll do a little update when it's all in, because I'll just be repeating videos here, putting this all back in, which I already did twice already. So alright, that's it. We'll get at her. She's about 7:30 right now. Son's coming over for breakfast, and I'm gonna hit her. Stay tuned. Alright, coming to you live from underneath the car with my next issue, and that is the oil filter cannot come out. The pan is blocking it in. I don't even know if you can see it. Get some light on the subject here. There you go. Yeah, there ain't no way that oil filter is coming out. Through that hole, it ain't coming out through anything. Over here. So, which means I gotta do a relocation kit. Just for this pan. This pan is haunting me so bad. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. So if you're going to run a 8-quart pan, you're going to have to do a relocation kit on the oil filter as well.